Hello Internet. So here we are at Auto Drill again, and we've got a 5000 series auto drill here. It's got a decent sized motor, not real big, but this one has some very interesting features. So let's just start off with the basics. Very simple 3/4 inch Japanese high quality key type chuck. Look at that, we give you the key. Hope that doesn't surprise you. We've got a feed control on here, so before I get to the details on this feed control and why these tubes are here and why there's a weird looking valve there with a little roller and an arm on it and all that kind of stuff, let me talk about the drill. So you got a port in the back, that's where that red plug is. You got a port in the front. When you put air in the back of this machine, it can make up to 1,500 pounds of thrust. And although this motor is small, we can put up to a 5 horsepower motor on here. We also have here on the front a port to retract with less thrust but plenty to pull your tool out of whatever hole it might be in, especially if you're reaming or something like that. It's got plenty of thrust forward and back to do your process. And of course we can multiply or reduce the RPM inside this guard right here. There's a timing belt and 2 pulleys, and so between this motor and this drill with the pulleys on there with teeth on it, not just a V-belt which is going to slip all over the place or stall and burn up, we've got a toothed pulley and belt system. We can get super low on RPM, we can go 4,000 RPM or higher, and so it's kind of a neat drilling unit. This one here, you'll see the mounting holes are here, all right, on the bottom of this body here, and so the holes for mounting are between the motor and the drill. So I want you to imagine this being turned up like that, just like a drill press. So here's what it'll look like when it's on the pole, right? It's going to be sitting on a plate, a fixture plate where it's mounted to. And so most folks will use this in a vertical down operation. Of course, this unit itself could be used horizontally in any angle you want. But here's what makes this one special. If you see this feed control right here, what this feed control does is it slows down the thrust of this drill. So imagine you have 1,500 pounds of thrust on this unit pushing forward with this unit here, and you have a small little drill bit up front here, which you're not going to have on this machine, but you have a sizable drill bit up front here, and it's just moving way too quick for your drilling process or reaming process or whatever you're doing. Well, this feed control right here with this stop collar moves forward. It's adjustable, free travel, hits these nuts, and it pulls out of this hydraulic cylinder here, self-contained 100%, and it will slow the drill down to a controlled feed, and you have an adjustment for that feed rate. Well, sometimes folks don't just want to slow down, drill through their part, and then go back home, and of course it resets. I don't know if you can see, but when this goes back, there's a collar on the inside there, and it pushes everything back to the home position. Well, sometimes folks are drilling through something, they want to slow down just while they're drilling, and then return home. But what if you have a pipe? What if you have multiple layers of material that you need to go through and you want to slow down for every layer but speed up in that air void because time is money and you don't want to drill air slow and waste money? Well, here we have the feed control with a bypass that goes to a switch which goes to a trigger block. And so this one's set up just to feed and go through probably a pipe with that much of an air space and air void in the center, but you could make a whole little mountain of bumps here, and this thing will go fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, all the way in until it finishes, and then go home and retract and reset and do it all over again millions of times probably before you need to do any type of maintenance. And so this Auto Drill 5000 series unit is a skip feed automatic robotic drill. We can do this with our 2000 and our 5000. We have up to 9 inches of stroke on our basic units. We would love to solve your manufacturing problems by making everything more efficient with a unit like this. So give us a call at 800-871-5022 or on the web at autodrill.com. We would love to give you a no obligation quote, help you solve your application problems, and yeah, just we would love to make this easy for you. So hey, one more thing, you'll notice this switch here is on a custom aluminum bracket with a slot, right? So if you look at that slot, what does that tell you? That tells you that if you happen to set your drill at a certain location, you don't have to make some funky trigger here that's super open and then a little bump all the way over here. You can actually move the switch. There is a fine-tuning opportunity for this drill for your application. You can make this thing so efficient that it's not wasting any time at all during the drilling, reaming, whole processing process. Give us a ring, check out the web. We would love to help you solve your problems. We are absolutely dependable. Auto Drill.